morning, Millersville University students, parents, and anyone else who may be watching. Welcome to In Your Cup News. I'm Mary Falls.
And I'm Patti. Later on In Your Cup, we'll be looking at the effects of caffeine among college students and how it affects the human mind.
And we have late-breaking news about bureaucratic Millersville officials giving upperclassmen with 60 credits or more the boot off campus. But first, there has been extensive research done about those pesky creatures on campus, appropriately called squirrels. Over on the northwest side of campus, the squirrels are downright friendly. But as you near the Gordonier Quad, there seems to be a change in their attitude that borders evil. Maybe it's the food, but I advise all of you to beware, for they are everywhere. Brendan.
Oh, thanks, Mary, for that really important news. What do students fear worse than circus folk and midterms? What about getting run over by a speeding vehicle? Kevin Weaver knows this better than anyone. For those of you who don't know Kevin Weaver was run down at one of Millersville's pedestrian crosswalks several months ago. Kevin has since taken his case to court in an effort to find justice on the streets of Millersville. Ashley Hess has the story.
Hi, this is Ashley Hess reporting for In Your Cup. I'm here in the Lancaster County Courthouse, standing outside the courtroom where the heated court battle of Weaver versus O'Hara has finally come to an end today with the verdict. Here's the plaintiff now. Kevin.
Yes.
Kevin, can we have a few words?
Sure.
Kevin, how do you feel about the verdict? Do you feel justice was served?
Justice was definitely served. It was a very fair verdict.
Really? Can you tell us about any costs or awards you were given?
There was an undisclosed cash settlement that I won, yes.
I see. Do you have any other comments for our viewers?
I'm just glad the case is over. Now I can get back to my life.
I understand this must have been very, very trying for you. I won't take up any more of your time. Thank you. The defendant, Ryan O'Hara, was unavailable for comments. This is Ashley Hess for In Your Cup. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Ashley. In an unrelated story, Dr. Sigworth's office was ransacked last night. The pennies were stolen right out of his cherished penny loafers. Police have no suspects at this time, but if you have any information regarding this heinous crime, please contact a distressed Dr. Sigworth at 555-1234. We now go to Nick the Stick Brown with In Your Don't Drink Out of This Cup Sports.
Jibbity boop boop ba! That is hello where I come from. Thanks for joining me in another spectacular edition of Don't Drink Out of This Cup Sports. Today we will be looking at the sports cup of Agina Dingle. Agina is a synchronized swimmer from Lancaster County. She holds a state record for synchronized swimming and the very difficult all Lancaster County record. Agina has competed in 60 of the United States and hopes to compete in all 100. Now, Agina has poise, grace, and big, huge arms. That's right, people, arms. Her arms are bigger than my head. Can you believe that? Bigger than my head. Now, you might think that these arms hinder her, but they actually help her synchronize for hours. Agina, we would like to salute you on your job well done. In other sports, yesterday, Mary Niagara Falls beat the crap out of Brendan Peppermint Patti in basketball. It was sick. She's like 5 inches shorter than him and dunked over him. I don't know what that was about. I was laughing the whole time. In other news, Chad, don't call me Chet Ober, tripped while tying his shoe. I don't know how he did that because he's just, I don't get it. Anyway, back to Peppermint and Niagara.
Thanks, Nick the Stick. We drink it every day, and it picks you up when you're feeling down. No, it is not alcohol, wish it was, but it's caffeine. Many college students use caffeine to keep them up at night to finish those last-minute papers and study for those what's seemingly impossible tests. But can all this caffeine use turn into addiction? The Surgeon General has just finished an extensive 10-minute study that shows 11 out of 10 students are now addicted to caffeine. Ashley Hess has the story.
Behold, the soda machine. To the outside world, it just dispenses soda, but to students at Millersville, it dispenses lifeblood. A typical scene of a college student racing from class to the machine. She frantically searches for her change, waits impatiently as the machine processes her request. Rats, Mountain Dew is sold out. next to Pepsi, not Diet. Alas, it too is sold out. Finally, she settles for Slice. Although not as much caffeine as Mountain Dew, it will have to do. Beggars can't be choosers. She fiddles with the thin piece of aluminum, separating her lips from the drug that has disabled her for so long, caffeine. Ah. Her want has been fulfilled. Ah, another overzealous addict, another victim of caffeine hysteria. Oh no, the machine is sold out! The flashing lights taunt him as if to say, "Ha ha, no soda for you." The kind onlooker sees that she is in the company of one of her own. She feels his pain and offers him a hit to calm him down. Us addicts have to stick together, she says. They walk off together, unaware of how pathetic their lives have become. Fiends for caffeine.
Over-the-counter items that include caffeine are coffee, Pepsi, Mountain Dew, cheese fries, milk, and small farm animals.
Do you have somewhere to live next semester? Not if you have more than 60 credits and are planning to live in the dorms. Millersville officials have come up with a new policy that students who have more than 60 credits are no longer guaranteed a room in the dorms. Rooms are reserved for incoming freshmen and sophomores, which leaves approximately 1,200 rooms for juniors and seniors who plan to stay in the dorms the full 4 years. Apartments close to campus, such as Brookwood and Windsor Courts, are booked far in advance. Being that it is late in the semester, residents are being left high and dry with nowhere to live. I spoke to a resident of Landis Hall earlier today who expressed distress over these new housing developments.
Well, I'm out of state. I'm from Pakistan originally, and I was planning on living in the dorms the full 4 years that I was here, and now that I have to move out, I don't know where I'm going to go. The Millersville dorms were just the best ever. They were so much bigger than my house back home, and I just don't know what to do now.
Chad is one of the many students who are being shafted out of the dorms, and Millersville officials just don't seem to give a good old gosh darn. Well, that's it. From all of us here at Millersville University, keep your cup full and warm. I'm Mary Falls.
And I'm Brendan Patti. Have a safe spring break and good day.